So I've got the digits D, G, I, T, and we're trying to figure out how many 5-letter strings we can make where the I's do not show up next to each other. So what I want to do first is figure out how many 5-letter strings can I form. How many 5-letter strings can I form? Now that will include where the two I's are next to each other. Now if all the letters were different, it would just be 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, 5 factorial. But because you've got these repeating digits, you've got to use a different formula. And it's going to be a fraction, and the numerator is always however many letters you have. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 letters. That's 5 factorial. And then the denominator is this. You look at your letters, like the first letter is D. How many D's show up? 1. So you divide by 1 factorial, which is just 1. How many G's are in there? Only 1. That's 1 factorial. Now you've got I's. How many I's? It's 2 factorial because you got 2 of them showing up. T only shows up once, so it's 1 factorial. So you got 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, but times 1 doesn't do anything. And the denominator is 2 factorial, which is just 2 times 1. So those 2's cancel, and you're left with 60. Now remember, that includes where the two I's show up next to each other. So let's subtract off how many choices you have of where the two I's are next to each other. So let's think about D, G, and think about the two I's showing up next to each other. I'm going to group that just as one thing, but no, that's where the two I's show up. And then T. Well, how many choices do you notice? All the letters are different. So D, how many choices do I have? I have 4 for my first spot, and then my next spot would be 3, and then I've got 2, and then 1. So what is that? 4 times 3 is 12 times 2 is 24. So I've got 60 minus 24, 5, 6, 36. Is that one of my answers? D. Yes. So this formula I used because I had double letters. And then down here, what I did, I calculated the number of occurrences where the two I's are next to each other. And I subtracted those out. 36.